And we are back. Just as a small reminder, I'm Damian and I'm community manager at Harran. This time I'm joined I'm joined by Krzysztof, our senior video editor. So
Hello.
Krzysztof. How are you today and what we'll be doing today?
Pretty nice. I'm gonna show you how to create your own maps using developer tools. Besides maps, you can also create your quest line, various challenges, and also some cutscenes. So it's pretty easy, as we're gonna see in a moment.
Yeah, it was always very intimidating to me. I tried creating some content in Unreal Engine and all the stuff like this. And the programming part, the map design part, the animations for the character, it was really intimidating for me.
So I have few surprises for you and for you guys. So let's jump to our developer tools. As you can see, to start, we need to create our new project. It's very straightforward, like every program. Just click new project, write name, and if you want to check our default map, you can also click this checkbox, use example map.
Pretty straightforward so
Pretty
far.
straightforward. So let's cancel out to speed this process, and I'm gonna run already prepared project. Project also can contain very many maps. Project doesn't mean that it's only for one map. You can create various maps in one project.
So the project is basically your whole work.
Yep, of course. So we need to wait a little, but it's very quick, as you can see.
Yeah,
Now-
there's 3090 in this beat.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that.
We are prepared. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So I'm gonna, after the stream, I'm gonna take this computer to my house. But don't tell anyone.
It's already reserved. I'm taking it. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so let's create our new map by just clicking new map, and we can name it same as the project. So let's also skip this part to not keep guys waiting.
Yeah, looks like you came prepared.
Yeah, so let's click last session and just open already prepared new map without anything, just the full map. As you can see, now we have some gray dummy box with blue flag, meaning respawn point, where players are gonna start their story.
So my skill level ends at right about here when it comes to creating maps. So show me more. Everything right now is new for me.
So as you can guess, we can start by creating our terrain.
Yeah, this one is boring.
To remove this boring gray default dummy box. Here you can see we have some window called terrain. We can select these 6 boxes and start to create our terrain by right mouse button and click create.
All right.
As you can see, our terrain has appeared.
Yeah, it's pretty big, honestly.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna spawn for a second some actor, let's before explaining everything spawning on the map, you can see it's not pretty big map.
But it's about average.
Some average map. So let's kill him for this moment and delete
That
this,
was very rude.
but quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's open our level. It's important to mention that everything you put on sandbox stay in editor. It will
Alright.
not render when player is gonna play this map, but everything you put on level will stay and player is gonna see it while playing your map.
Makes sense.
Let's delete this boring dummy box and move this map start to the start of the map. Something here should be good.
Right, so this is our spawn point, our start.
Yeah, I can save this level to save our changes, and now we can do something to make this terrain look a little more interesting.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of flat.
Yeah.
I would like to see some, mountains and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So let's start by adding some hills, mountains to this terrain. Also, this terrain is not so big, so maybe we're gonna stay with hills. I'm gonna click on R-click to check if everything is working, because level needs to be unlocked. So as you can see, we have something here, lock, meaning our terrain is unlocked at this point. Here below you have some tools, like to raise, lower terrain, to smooth it, add some materials. We're gonna start with raising our terrain. So let's click this icon, and here you can choose brush size, maybe 25 should be enough, and just by moving mouse up and down, creating and editing hills in your map.
Okay, very simple so far. It actually reminds me
Yeah.
of the, when I tried to create some maps in Unreal Engine.
So as you
Just
can
go around
see,
with the brush.
just creating some irregularity on this map, very simple one. And you can add also something to lower this terrain, maybe river. Should
Yeah,
work.
let's do it. Let's add a river.
Okay, so I'm gonna change a little size of the brush to maybe some smaller one, and I'm gonna cut this map in half while lowering our terrain. So that one should work for our river. Let's check the other side. Okay, I need to lower it a little. And now, as you can see, it has some very sharp edges.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
We need to smooth it out. I know that there's a smooth tool already.
yeah, because
there
I
has
say
to be.
one last time. So let's use
Actually,
this smooth.
I saw it in the Unreal Engine when I
Oh,
was
You
doing.
surprised me. Okay, so let's
Ah,
choose our size, and just by clicking, we can smooth this terrain.
mhm.
It's very quickly and straightforward, as you can see. You can also smooth some mountain. This tool is very helpful when you, for example, gonna use a different tool to set height in your map. For example, here you can raise lower terrain. It works a little different, but here is also pick set high, and here you can write how you want it to add to your map. For example, 50, and by just clicking it,
It's a bit extreme,
Yeah.
isn't it?
so here we can also smooth it a little to make it a little better.
Okay, cool.
So it looks like our terrain is ready, but there are some weird text here and some weird texture.
It says default texture, right?
Yeah, so
Yep.
we need to change it by going to material painting, and here, as you can see, we have some default with different boxes. I'm gonna open this edit material layer, and here by double clicking default, because we are editing this texture that already is applied to this terrain, I'm gonna click default. By choosing a different texture, for example, base texture, gonna click this first dots, gonna write grass, for example, and choose base grass. As you
Alright.
can see, we have also detail grass. Why we
So
have?
what's the difference? Why do we have two of them?
Yeah, because I'm gonna cancel it for a second. Here you can see we have some base texture and detail texture.
Oh, okay.
So we can mix, for example, grass texture as a base with forest detail texture.
Alright,
Sometimes it works good, sometimes not look very good. So you can experiment and create some your own stuff.
but you don't have to, right? We can only use the base.
Yeah, I just gone with simple way. So let's create some base grass. I need to pick it for 4 different variants. So let's pick the same texture here to be quick, and maybe also the same process for our detail one. Let's click it. I don't need depth on my grass, so I'm gonna just revert it from the scratch to have some default depth on it.
Alright.
Change multiplier to 2, and here is something very important. As you can see, we have something like surface type. So we can choose how player will affect by walking on it. So you can
So the sounds when you
Well-
walk, for example, if you walk on grass, it will sound like
Yeah.
an actual grass. So in this case, I guess we choose grass.
yeah, you guess right. So let's choose our grass, click OK, and you can see our grass is already on our map.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No more default textures.
So that was quick, but we also need to create some roads to have some more interesting stuff. You can do it quickly by just creating new material, clicking add material, write it road,
Oh, and we just repeat the process
Yeah.
pretty much.
just choose different texture, for example, what we're gonna use, maybe soil one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we should have soil texture, we have soil texture base, let's add it to this 4 variation, and we can skip detail texture, because maybe we don't need it for the
Yeah,
road.
that's
Just gonna revert this diffuse one to don't have default texture on this material, and do the same stuff, but I'm just gonna need to choose different surface. So we can guess,
so gravel this time, right?
yeah, we can use gravel or granite. Let's click OK. And now, as you can see, we have these materials, and to make work, I'm gonna create this add layer option, change name maybe to road, and select our material to have it ready here.
Yeah,
And
so
place
when
it
we
in the map.
want, I assume that I can just switch quickly between grass and
Yeah.
road if I want.
And it's gonna save, so every time you're gonna load your map, add some new terrain, you can always use it.
Yep, makes
Oh, it's-
perfect sense.
Yeah. Let's choose it and choose material painting. So now I can paint this texture on our map.
Okay.
Just by
okay.
clicking, painting. Maybe we can use here a spot to place some building and continue this road.
Okay, I was
after-
actually hoping you're gonna do this because it means we are gonna have a bridge here. And I'm a big
yeah,
fan of bridges.
yeah, we can add some waters and also
Yes, we need a bridge there. So cool.
bridge. Okay, so now I'm gonna click Ctrl S to save this process
Mhm.
because I want to bet with you.
All right.
this map, after I gonna lock terrain, will crash. Do you want to bet with me?
It's beta, but I believe in DevTools. It's not
Okay,
gonna
so
crash.
let's
Let's
bet.
go.
And click lock. Huh? It
Ah,
works.
it crashed.
This,
Told you, I believe in our DevTools.
this time work, but remember guys, if you lock your terrain, sometimes it can crash, but don't worry, remember to the Ctrl S and save your progress. Then if you relaunch your developer tools, it should work.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
remember, it's still a beta version of the DevTools. So as long as you don't lose the progress, it's all fine. Just restart the DevTools and keep going.
But of course, in future updates, it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's gonna be fixed.
Yeah, so let's open this lever to start adding some object on our terrain. We can start from maybe water.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so let's come back. Let's open this prefab browser, and here, as you can see, we have some different category. Let's delete this search name, and here we have some prefabs, just highlighting it. For example, we have some single meshes. Here we have some FX, like for example, let's write fire, and you can add fire straight to your map.
All right.
So
We'll add it further on.
okay,
I
we
will
can.
want to see some.
I can see
Fire,
butterflies. Okay, so we have some butterflies here. Oh, here is FX. Here we have lights and dialogues. We're also gonna create one simple cutscenes today. So let's let water. I'm gonna move to prefab browser and write waterbox to add my water. Here in prefab browser, you can see we have some water prefab.
Yeah, there's like few waters.
Yeah.
Basically.
But when I'm gonna go to meshes, now by writing single water, let's separate it here. We have some waterbox surface, waterbox tension, and volume. As you can see, when I'm gonna paste it on the map, this water is visible, but it will not work. So player will fall below.
Oh,
this
okay. So
texture.
it's just like a texture. It's not an actual water.
Yeah. So to speed process of doing your waterbox, just choose waterbox from prefab browser without any prefix or suffix. Let's place it, and by using some transform tools, for example scale, I can make this water bigger.
Okay, let's make it huge.
Huge.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do you have some favorite color?
Let's go with green.
Let's go with green. So as you can guess at this point, I can change color of this water by jumping to attributes, water, general, and by clicking color. So
Oh, we can choose anything we want, really.
maybe we can choose some toxic green.
Yeah, toxic sludge. Let's go. Shrek would approve.
Okay,
Do it.
so let's choose toxic green, move it a little upper. See if ground will not creeping with it. Everything looks fine.
Yeah, looks really good.
Yeah, so now we have water, so we need bridge.
My favorite part.
So let's jump to single meshes. Right, just bridge. And here we have some various bridges, and we can go, I think, with wooden bridge, which is simple, but it's gonna work.
But if I wanted to, I would be able to create one plank by plank, right?
Yeah, if you write in prefab browser, for example, plank, you have already some single planks from which you can create your own bridge.
Okay, I want the community to create the best bridges they can. We'll make some kind
Guys.
of contest.
Good luck with that.
I have to pitch the contest idea first, and we'll do it.
Okay, I'm gonna rotate a little this bridge to move it here. Let's move it a little up, and by holding shift, I can copy it, paste it upper. Okay, this water is very big. I need to copy it multiple times.
Yeah, still, it's like a proof of concept, right?
Yeah. Okay, so let's copy it one more time.
And right now it's not perfect, but it's our bridge.
Yeah, very simple map. I can rotate it a little, maybe that way to make it fall. Okay, it should work. Not beautiful, but good
It's
enough.
very nice, and it's a bridge. You can walk on it,
Yeah.
and that's enough.
Okay, maybe we can create some tent here.
Definitely. So, are you thinking bandit camp, maybe some sorts?
Okay, so let's do some bandit camp. So we can place tent, for example, from prefab browser. And we can also place maybe campfire. So let's play. Okay, this is not fire logic. It should be somewhere here. Yes, fireplace logic. Let's play it. Place it. Okay. So we have our object with fire. We have tent, so now we need to add.
So I would say some bandit things, maybe an actual bandit.
Okay,
What do
so
you-
we
what
can
do you
play some bandits. There are two ways. We're gonna use two ways to play the bandits today. So I'm gonna move and jump, use the one of them. Let's write AI spawner number. And by using this object, you can spawn, for example, one or multiple enemies in spot you're gonna select. So let's place it on the map. Jump to attributes and write, for example, bandit. So here we're gonna use bandit. From start, I'm gonna select always spawn to keep this object not editor only but always spawn. And now, by jumping to preset part, I can choose which actor should be our bandit.
Who's Abdul though?
Don't you know?
Nah, no idea.
Some previous name of Hakon.
Ah, okay. So if I want to search for Hakon, I need to search for Abdul. Okay.
Yeah, of course. So some people can be surprised that they wanted to find, for example, Hakon, but here is not Hakon. Here is
Hey.
Abdur.
I love Hakon, but this time I want to fight him.
Okay, so if you want to fight with Hakon, you can choose Abdul 1. You need to choose Abdul hostile, meaning he's gonna attack you.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, really.
Yeah.
But still, it's like a small Easter egg. The fact that he's named Abdul, really cool.
Yeah. So let's select him. And now in spawner, I'm gonna change number to 1 because
Yeah, there's only one Hakon.
uh,
Where is it?
1 should work.
I have some plan in my head. You'll see.
Okay, so let me surprise. And I'm gonna change also some distance from which this Hakon is gonna be activated and visible when player is gonna play our
Alright,
map.
so our map is very small, so I
Alright.
assume it's gonna be small as well.
So 70, 80 should work. To this segment, let's see if it stays. Yeah, we have some bandit, but we need some system to check if player already killed this bandit. If we want to create some, for example, quest to kill.
Yeah, so basically the quest will be to kill the bandit.
Yeah, so we can use some Brefa browser and prefab called clear to check if everything works.
Mm-hmm.
This object works very simple. This is just some invisible box. You can scale it because this box needs to check if this Hakon is still alive. So if he's gonna leave our bridge and cross the line, and this clear area finish here, so this area will tell the system that Hakon is killed because
He's gone, like pretty
He's good.
Okay, so it checks if the NPC is there. If
Yeah.
it's not there, quest finished, basically.
so it's good to keep in mind that player is gonna fight with the Hakon, so we need to create a little larger
Okay.
clear area.
Yeah, he's running around, he's very agile.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Let's change name to clear box or bandit to keep it very simple and not mess in our level. So we have bandit, we have clear bandit. So I guess we need some allies.
Mm-hmm. Someone to
map.
give us the quest to kill the bandits, because
Okay.
killing bandits is fun, but I want to get rewarded for it, okay?
Yeah, so ally should live somewhere. So maybe quickly we can add some simple house.
Yeah, small little house.
Maybe chopper should work. Let's place it on our map. And as you can see, I already placed object ready to use.
Awesome.
So we have all walls, roof, some stairs here. Gonna a little move it.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. That should work. And as you can see, our FX are a little broken. I don't have this kind of candle in my house.
Yeah, they're like flares in your house.
Yeah, so we need to fix it a little. Let's come back to scene. As you can see, I need to open it to edit it. For example, delay these candles, but I can't.
Also, it's selecting the whole object right now, right?
Yeah, but the object prepared not for me by me, but from devs and share it to our player. So I need to, for example, trick a little system and create some my prefab using especially the same object as here.
So essentially, you're stealing from our own company.
Not
Hell yeah.
stealing,
Let's
but
do it.
creatively reusing.
Let's do it. Let's
yeah.
do it.
It's gonna use something called like save and replace and change name for this house, for example, house 1, prefabs, click save. Now, as you can see, I can open it.
And that's ours. We created this.
Yeah, that's our. So let's jump here and delay these candle globes.
Yeah, it's definitely better
Yeah,
without them.
because this is house with some.
The house is on fire right now.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna also need to save and replace some other object. Let's check. Yeah, this is the one. So let's save and replace. the other prefab, maybe house 1B should work.
Mhm.
Open it. And now I'm
Yeah, let's
gonna
get rid of them.
delete this whole counter group. Now it's working.
Yeah, now it's way better.
Yeah, so let's save our house, maybe save and reload whole level, to refresh everything and open it. Let's check if everything working. Okay, there is some bug. We have some levitating pods here,
Yeah, falling stuff.
so we need to fix it. Let's go to prefab browser and maybe choose something simple like crate, should work. So I'm gonna choose it, place it on our ground, and now I can use it to hide our pods.
Okay, so what would you do in this situation?
For example, I'm gonna move it down.
My friend, I'll show you the magic of hot fixing.
Okay, so what should I do?
Bring it up,
Okay,
scale it up,
okay, I see where it's going.
fixed. The issue's gone.
Okay, we don't do that stuff, but okay,
You
for
need to
you,
be creative.
I
you
can
know?
do it.
Perfect. We have
So
a
we have-
lovely little box.
Our house, bandit camp, so there is no any nature, so maybe add some tree.
Yeah, some trees, some grass, maybe some rocks as well.
Okay, oh, we have few tree in our game. Let's write not tree, and maybe choose this huge one.
It's blue though.
Yeah, it's blue because in attributes you need to change mesh skin to the one you want. For example, we have some elm dry.
Mhm.
You're gonna meet on our street levels, elm green on roofs, and some variant with birch.
Okay, so we can eventually create our own biomes in the game.
Yeah, for example. So I'm gonna stay with it, and here I'm gonna show you something also amazing.
Like all the stuff so far you showed me is amazing.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Let's create new prefab from this tree. Maybe tree 1, it should work. And now I'm gonna, by holding shift, copy this tree a few times. In good time I will create some different prefabs, like for example from 5 tree.
Yeah, and if we want, we can use different trees. Like there's quite a few of them there.
It's like 7 for 5 plus some for pine tree. So
So quite a lot.
quite a lot, yeah. And each tree can be scaled up, scaled down.
Wait. That gives me an idea. Can we take this tree or this other tree and just scale it up?
Yes, but I'm gonna use some different tree.
Oh,
As I'm gonna need these prefabs for something different. So let's maybe use that tree.
change the color first.
Okay, boss, I'm gonna change color.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to scale it?
Yeah,
Okay, so tell me stop.
all right. Okay, stop.
Okay, I'm not sure if this game will run, but
I
It
told you, 3090 is
sure.
in there. We got a beast PC capable of running the biggest of trees.
okay, that's a big tree.
I was actually wondering if you will
Yeah.
stop like by yourself.
The most important part in developer tools is to be creative.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. That's
you are-
true.
You are creative. I don't doubt that. Okay, so let's open single of this already placed prefab.
Mhm.
Just one. I'm gonna open and set target and use some object to fill in this spot. Just this spot around this one tree. Let's write prologue, for example, and place some maybe rocks. Few of them here. This big one here. Scale it a little, move it down.
That should be good enough, I think. Or are we adding something else?
Maybe grass,
Oh yeah, definitely.
because you wanted grass. So this one should work. Let's check how it looks. Okay, it should work. Let's scale it a little, maybe rotate it here. Something like that should work. Move it here and change skin in my skin to grass roof. Okay, so it's not perfect, but good enough. And now I'm gonna do magic, move to this tree and click save and reload on this tree. Now each prefab created and copy pasted on the map received same object. But you can see some of them,
Yeah, we have to
Are in the
adjust
ground.
it, obviously, because our terrain isn't
Yeah.
straight.
so it can speed your process, but then you need to adjust a little each of prefab. And it's much easier to create, for example, whole forest, because you can create prefabs for like 1, 2, 3, 3, and just like that. You can
So
see.
basically, when you'll be creating your own map, you will be actually spending some more time adjusting all of these. We don't really do this right now because we are on limited time, so
Yeah. So let's save it once again and check what we have. We have map start, trees, some house, bandit camp, bridge, water.
so we just need an NPC now to tell us to go and kill Hakon.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's open lever once more. And now I'm gonna place different type of spawning some NPC on our map. We can use the same human AI prefab to spawn our evil Hakon. Because human AI spawn one player.
Alright.
One player, one NPC. So for us, using AI spawner number to spawn just one actor, it was like, it can be done, but not perfect. So let's use human AI this time and name it maybe Hakon. Use always spawn to keep this prefab always spawn on our map, and jump to AI preset to choose his as actor. So just Abdul without.
Yes, we are going for Hakon because, as I said, I have plans for some story, and this story is gonna be really engaging, and you're gonna see.
I can wait.
Perfect.
So now we're gonna have some very boring Hakon that just gonna be standing after we launch our game.
Yeah, let's make some animation maybe.
Maybe not make,
Reddit animation.
maybe let's give him some animation.
If we can do it, then okay. that's completely fine.
Yeah, in Brave browser you can find something called like behavior places. We're gonna use behavior place NPC, place it on the map, and before we're gonna do anything, I'm gonna jump here, select our Hakon, copy and paste in attributes his matrix, meaning all position, and paste it to him. Behavior place NPC, attributes, let's place it here. So now when you're gonna play your map, this Hakon is gonna stay in this position you wanted from the start.
Awesome, yeah.
So let's write Hakon maybe animation, always choose, always spawn, and here in behavior place I can choose animation for him.
Okay, so he will be no longer just standing there.
Do you have any requests?
Can he eat an apple?
Yeah, he can. So let's write apple, let's choose some male animation and click OK.
Awesome.
Now it should work, but to be 100% sure, we need before select our Hakon as human AI, and in attributes, in initial setup, use behavior place Hakon anim. So we're gonna select it exactly behavior place we just created. Let's click OK. Now we have some NPC, we have campfire. So I think we can start creating our quest first, but maybe before we are create our quest, we can create some simple cutscenes.
Let's do it, definitely, because we need like to talk with Hakon, and he will tell us something very important.
Very important, okay. I'm just more curious each time you say something new. So let's create new dialogue and name it
Hakon.
just Hakon.
Hakon Evil.
Hakon Evil.
Yeah.
Hakon Evil. Okay, let's create it. Click OK. And here, as you can see, we have some different choices. For example, if you want just radio voice with text on the bottom, you're gonna use some no prefab.
But so like someone is calling me when I'm running around and there's no cutscene, just someone talking to me.
But we're gonna create some custom animation cutscene with actors. So I'm gonna use custom and choose template. I just need one NPC. Because we're gonna talk with just Hakon. Let's use it. Click OK. And now I'm gonna use start node to start our dialogue. I'm gonna change it to auto start. You have some different types to start our dialogue. For example, trigger is when you need to go to Hakon, click on him, and he starts talking to us. Auto start meaning when you reach some point, for example, the dialogue will start.
He talks to you first, basically. Like automatically.
This dialogue will start just, for example, you reach some distance, and this dialogue will start.
Okay, got it.
For example, trigger you need to click to start dialogue. So I'm gonna use auto start, but in our dialogue we're gonna use trigger. I'm gonna use auto start just to preview my cutscenes while working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's add some conversation note. This is gonna contain our actors and text, animation and other good stuff, and just end this dialogue by adding a note.
So you go in, talk to the guy, and it ends.
Yeah. We need, before we start working, add some actors. So as you can guess, local player for Aiden and Abdul for Hakon. So let's add him. And before we're gonna do some good stuff, we can add fade on start before we start this dialogue. So we're gonna have some black screen before dialogue will start, and for subtitles to be sure that we have subtitles in our dialogue. So we can create our subtitles now.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Who's gonna talk first?
Hakon.
Hakon. Okay.
So we basically approach him, and Hakon says, "Hakon evil, go kill."
Hakon, evil, go kill. Okay.
And so we respond with, "LOL." Okay,
Okay.
LOL first. It's very important. So
I don't know what he's saying. Ah, that one.
and this is really captivating
Yeah.
because this is the moment where player learns that there's two Hakons, not only one, two of them.
Ah, what a plot twist.
And right now, you can go forward. I will be explaining the story.
Okay.
Like the idea is that player will be conflicted with himself.
Okay.
Is the evil take on the one he talks to right now, or is it the one in the bandit camp? Bandits are bad, huh? Who knows?
But I have some news for you. I'll also explain you, but also for these guys, so I can go forward. I need to stop here and say, guys, you need now click Ctrl S to save it.
Definitely, please do it.
So let's save this dialogue. And now we're gonna see that here we don't have any animation. We can add this animation and position, everything, but we can also go to tools, click generate timeline, and click just generate.
Okay, cool. So if you want to spend some time on it, you definitely can.
Yeah, you can change every animation here, mix with some gesture, with animation, but we're just gonna
Yeah, we'll just proceed forward. for the
standard.
time's
It should
sake.
be enough for our needs. Maybe for Abdur, we can add some faked speech animation.
Mhm.
Just
So he will be actually talking to us.
Yeah, so let's use this fake speech animation. Click OK.
And this is a timeline, just like in any video editor, really.
Yeah, you can extend it, move it around, extend it by holding Shift. You can, for example, slow animation. So as you can see, we can edit speed of this animation.
All right.
You have very big freedom here. So
It looks really advanced. So if you want to spend some time, definitely do. Again, it may look intimidating, but from what you're showing me here, it's pretty simple.
yeah, so let's save it. You have animation, actors. So last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna select our actor and his behaviors. We can change this animation. So when we stop talking with him, he's gonna continue the same behavior we set him for begin.
Oh yeah, so eating apple.
So eating apple should work. Let's choose apple. And the male version is here. So let's choose it, save it one more time. And now I'm gonna place it on our level. So let's move it a little down. Go here, prefer browser, and in dialog category, I can write, okay, Hakon Evil. No surprise here.
Yeah.
Let's place it on our map. And in scene, I'm gonna save and reload our map. Now I can try by selecting conversation now, selecting face of the player to place
because it's an
this
auto
dialogue.
start.
Yeah, so let's click space. The others is now they are able to play this dialogue and sure you have correct level loaded. So I suppose we need to create before our story and choose campaign properties for our dialogue.
Mhm.
So at this point I'm gonna close this dialogue, save, and we're gonna back to this dialogue in a second. Let's click on our Techland logo and we need to create our story for this map. So let's create our story and name it
Hakon evil.
maybe Hakon Evil and 1.
Okay.
Okay. Let's click OK. As you can see, campaign no map is the same. So
Yeah.
probably that's why we can't use our dialogue. Let's close it, and in File, Campaign Properties, I'm gonna add the Steam map we created. So let's add this, let's select it, save, and now it should work.
Yeah, let's make it really simple.
Ah,
So we go
it
there,
was-
we talk, we kill, it's over.
Do you scared before we're gonna start coding?
Yeah, like I don't really like it, but luckily it looks like a drag and drop system, right?
So it's not surprise for you. 'Cause
It
you
was
don't-
surprise. I still thought that you're gonna, I don't know, teach me C++ in a second.
No,
But I saw the thingies and I'm like, yes. So let's do it.
no, we're just gonna use some simple blocks. For the beginning, we need to add some quest. So let's use quest and name the quest. I can guess what he's gonna tell.
Hakon Evil.
Okay.
It's very important for the story, okay?
Hakon Evil 2.
Alright.
Okay. Let's click OK. And now, by selecting it in Objectives Editor, you can choose if it's, for example, side quest, main quest.
It's a main
Activity
quest. Like, we only have
story.
one. Yeah,
Okay, so let's take with quest, and let's check recommended level to 1 to make it work. Okay, so now we have this objective. We can fix our quest name to less dev 1, Hakon Evil. Okay, I will not argue with you. And let's
I'm
create.
glad you learned quickly.
Let's create some objective. Do you remember when you're playing Dying Light 2, you have some yellow boxes that are showing you go
Yeah.
there, kill someone.
Yeah, basically like quest UI and okay, I got it. So we created something the same actually?
The same.
Alright.
Let's select this new objective and write talk to Evil Hakon, good Hakon.
We don't know, just Hakon.
Okay, so just Hakon.
We don't want to spoil the story for anyone.
Okay, so let's create some second objective.
Kill.
Good, evil,
Just kill.
kill. Okay, just kill. So now we have two objectives. Let's parent it to the end and double click on our quest. Let's come back here, and by using thing called start objective, we can start our map by selecting talk to Hakon. So let's choose talk to Hakon, and now we need to set our dialogue.
So we go to Hakon, we talk with him.
Just select our dialogue. Here we're gonna choose our Hakon Evil, we just
the one that we
created.
created already.
Yeah. In our attributes, here in dialogue entity, we need to select our dialogue already placed on map. So I'm gonna quickly just save this map. I know there are gonna be a lot of error, but to be sure that this story knows on what map we are working, let's come back to our maps, select Hakon Evil, we just place here, come back to this dialogue, and in dialogue entity, choose set selected entity.
And so it's a beta, so saving often is just a good thing to do.
So let's just Ctrl S, check if it's work. Okay, there is no like it's red or orange box below, so this dialogue should work now. Let's complete this objective because we already talked with Hakon after this dialogue. So let's complete talk to Hakon, and now we're gonna do our last objective, meaning kill.
Exactly.
So if you want to check if someone is killed, for example, Hakon we just created,
We added this box, right?
yeah, let's use clear box, and here we need to show and select the spawn entity we just created, our enemy, and entity which gonna check if this actor is killed.
So a clear box, right?
Yeah, so let's select spawn entity, come back to our map, check bandit, jump to story 1, and select our created entity. Now we're gonna create an entity for clear box. Let's select it, jump to our map, and here is clear bandit. The box
It's really
we
straightforward.
just created.
Yeah, the big one.
You don't need to code anything. For single story, of course, it should be enough. So let's select this entity and complete our objective. Let's complete, kill, and pin
That
it
is
to the
done.
end. Mostly because we need some weapons and skill before,
Yeah, we can
gonna
go
kill
empty
someone.
handed. That's
so let's jump to our start. And I'm gonna use some simple I just deleted
Remove
start. I'm gonna use some simple preset, player preset box, set player preset, and this box, for example, I'm gonna use progress 50. This is gonna add some skills to player and also some
Yeah,
weapons.
some levels and some weapons. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. And I see we can choose different times.
Some different templates. So I'm gonna press OK. We can also set some time for this map. So I'm gonna use set daytime. For example, maybe 10 should be okay. Do you have?
Cloudy, maybe?
Okay, so let's use cloudy one. And you can also add player some skill. For example, give skill, give item. Just if you guys
Yeah, there
want
are
to
many
ask if it's
possibilities.
possible. So yes, it's possible. You don't need to use some preset.
So what I see is highly recommended to just start the DevTools and check all the available options.
Yeah, or check maps that player already created to check
Mhm.
how it works. So let's control S here, and here I have some few problems. First, this is just remind me that I need to change in our dialog auto start to trigger. It will work, but I don't want auto start.
That's true.
Yeah, and here we have some set player preset must be deleted in release build. You can ignore it because you are working developer tools. We
It's
are
just
not.
for the dev, right?
Yeah. So let's ignore it. Let's jump to our dialog, which should be here.
And we'll
now-
be auto start.
I'm gonna. Before that, oh, something fell off.
Is this a volatile?
I too scared. So let's check if this dialog is working here. Maybe some. Okay, no dialog profile visible. Play this dialog and ensure to correct level loaded. So something don't want to load. Let's open this dialog and save. Reload it once again. Let's check if the dialog want to work here now. Before, yeah, it looks like it works now. Let's select our face and place it. Black screen, so I need to deselect our conversation node.
Okay.
Hey, one more.
I thought that we broke something already.
Okay, so we are talking behind our base Hakon. So the last thing we're gonna need to do is to move our dialog to correct position.
Mhm.
So before we're gonna do that, let's delete this element and use trigger option to change it and save this dialog. Let's close this window and open our dialog. Now, I'm gonna just select our bandit, not bandit, but just our Hakon, use attributes, copy and paste it, and paste it to our slot 1, which is our Hakon. Let's paste it. I just know I shouldn't close this dialog because I need to check if everything is working. Now I'm gonna also move our player here, but I know that we are looking that way, so probably need to rotate him. Maybe 180 should be enough. Something like this. Let's save it and just quickly before we're gonna build our map, let's quickly check our dialog by checking again auto start, moving here
And just seeing if it
to
works.
check if it works. I'm gonna pin to face, player, and pin into play. Okay, so I just unpinned to player, so let's click it again.
Oh, that's a cool option as well.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so as you can see, it works.
Awesome.
So to add like votes, you can also like add some doves to make depth of the field. So you can change tracking camera for
Yeah, there's definitely like tons
Yeah,
of more
ton of
options
stuff
that we
to make
will
this.
not discover right now. That being said, we have like a dedicated developer tools community on our Discord.
Yeah.
So you can join, you can ask questions. Our devs are really active there as well, so they can help you out, guys. And but our devs are veterans in this,
Yeah,
and
you're
they will
completely right.
love to help you.
Okay, so now we can quickly just check if everything will work.
Let's
So for
save as well.
example, we can save. So let's check it. And now I'm gonna check attributes. If we have in general always spawn. Okay, so it's gonna work.
Mhm.
Clear bandit, we also need to have it always spawn. We don't have it, so let's
See.
select it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna also open this lever because I don't know why it works now. So let's check if it stays. No, so let's check this always spawn once more time. Here we're gonna need our icon. If this always spawn, it is icon animation. It is, and I think that's all what we need to make this pretty and heartbreaking story. So let's save and reload it. Let's check our story. So we have preset, daytime, next. Talk to icon, complete, kill icon, complete.
Straightforward, but really engaging.
Ctrl S to save it. As you can see, our auto start information missed, and now we can build our map.
Hey, it's time. we're
Yeah.
gonna play it.
So here, in the right down corner, we're gonna click build and click OK.
Awesome. So it's building right now.
It's building right now. We need to wait a little, so it's
Yes,
time
so while we
for
have
coffee,
some
tea.
time, can you maybe show the mod.io?
Of course.
I just wanted to talk
Here
about
you
it
are.
for a little bit. So guys, we already have more than 50 maps available for you to play on PC, with consoles coming in the near future. What you have to do is go to mod.io, make an account, subscribe to the map and play it. I'll be more than happy to help you out with getting started on Discord, so just hit me up with this. But also, you can vote on the maps. If you play a map, if you liked it, vote for it, because the community favorite maps will be rewarded. So remember, the map creators are pretty much in your hands.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing tool. Also, the maps are pre-checked by us, so we play all of them, which is something really amazing. And maybe you can scroll a little bit.
Yeah. So let's scroll it. See. Some covers.
Hey, there is not a lot of Elysium here.
Oh, I haven't
Ah,
played
big
this
fan.
grouping sky. Looks cool. Have you seen
Definitely.
it?
And some of them are like, I didn't play this one, but some of them are really, really amazing. I played Nuketown, and I played, if you scroll a little bit up, I played Shattered, I played Pilgrim, I played Ruins of the Past, I played Heavy Rail. Check it out, click on it.
Heavy Rail. What is it? Ah, I played last time. It's the map you have a train and riding across whole map.
Yeah. So guys, someone took the dev tools that we had and added a actual train to the game, and it's one of the coolest maps that you can play right now, and it's just a really unique experience. So if you get bored of Dying Light 2, if you want something new to check out, Bob got you covered, basically. By the way, Bob is actually our veteran DevTools creator. He was creating maps for Dying Light 1 as well.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, check them out. As I said, you can play on PC right now with mod.io, and soon you'll be able to play on consoles as well.
As you can see, this is some beautiful communication. Communicate,
Everything
as
works.
build,
Let's go. Let's play.
success. So, just to play, we need to click this button. We don't need
Mhm.
to do anything more. Let's click play. Save progress, of course, always save. And let's check if everything works, because there can be some surprises.
I'm scared.
It's your first map.
Yeah, it's my very first one. I'm gonna upload it to mod.io.
Isn't too late, or still I can upload?
Too late for the contest, but you can still upload maps. There is no time limit for this.
Nice. Okay, let's check. Black screen. What happened?
Oh, hey, you scared me there. Hey, Evil.
Direct to hack. Okay.
So now we are this player who doesn't know what's
I
happening.
love this stream.
It's
Look
perfect.
amazing.
We don't know what's happening, and we have a
Okay,
quest.
where is his apple?
Also, our
Oh.
our hotfix is here.
You see? He's cleaning apple. Thinking.
Smelling
There,
anything.
there was SFix, the sound effects of. Okay.
He doesn't care about boxes and hotfixes.
Okay, so let's.
Let's talk to him. Hey, Con.
Okay, we know that we need to fix.
Yeah,
our
we need to fix the
subtitles.
subtitles, but
This point because something not work.
the quest does work actually.
Yeah.
We have the quest. Hey, Evil killed.
Okay, so
Bridge.
let's-
Shout out to the bridge.
you can swim.
Yeah, the water actually works as well.
Okay.
And we have some weapons, right?
Yeah.
So let's take care of them.
This is boss fight. I didn't know that.
Hey, it's actually a boss fight right now. Whoop, wait, no. It's so loud here. Leave my tree alone.
Yeah, he's protecting.
Kill
his
him.
tree, I think.
I kind of feel like one of those people in fake multiplayer videos where they chat with each other. But we did.
Request.
We finished the quest. We are happy. Our tree is safe. And that's it, I think, right?
So yeah, I think we can close this map. Always you can jump to dialogue editor and check why subtitles didn't appear this time. So we can do that, but I think we don't have time for this
Yeah,
now.
definitely. So, guys,
Yeah.
those were the basics of DevTools. Thank you, Krzysztof, so much for joining us today. It was amazing. It was really a pleasure.
No problem.
And of course, as I said, join our Discord if you want to know more about DevTools, if you want to create something more complicated. We will be there to help you out. Our community will be there to help you out.
One thing.
Yeah?
Remember, guys, that this tool, this mod.io toolkit, is free for everyone. So be creative and always share this content with us because we're dying to see what you guys gonna create.
Exactly. Completely free on Steam and Epic. Use hashtag dying to celebrate. And honestly, thanks to you and thanks
for
to
inviting me
our
here.
production crew for doing this amazing setup. This is our first time live streaming.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see your opinions. Just let me know what do you think. And when it comes to the Tehran stuff, this is it. This is over, but don't go anywhere yet. In about 10 to 15 minutes, Jonah Scott, Aiden's voice actor, will be playing the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
watch
watch
it. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna hop on Discord. I'll ask if it was all good, and then I'm gonna watch it. So thank you once again. See you guys. Stay awesome. Goodbye.
bye-bye.